anyway, so the next the next game we're going to be playing. Uh, listen, there's so many games that I picked out for this, and I did not realize it would take me this long to go through them all. Um, is ReStory. The game is called ReStory, and I have stared at this, and I did not know if I would like it. We are only going to play 2 days of this because I'm taking so long. While I'm playing this, I'm going to talk about a few other games, okay? Because it's kind of a very casual game. It's a very cozy game, but I really like it. But anyway, this is not the final version of the game. It may be broken, contain contemporary content, or have unpredictable bugs. Please report your impressions and any bugs found using the Take the Survey 2 minutes button in the main menu or pause menu. I actually saw so many games that have like a survey option or like a feedback button for this, and I was surprised at how many games had that. So it was really interesting. But this game is about owning a store in Tokyo where you're basically cleaning up and repairing old electronics. So like old game systems, Tamagotchis, phones, all sorts of different things. But let's go ahead and take care of our to-do list. Clean up the work area, sort out inventory and throw away boxes, and open up the repair shop. So let's clean up everything first because we have a whole bunch of things that need to be taken care of. Let's turn the lights on. That's a box for empty parts. Here's another trash can. We have this right here. We have this little thing right here. We have a whole bunch of trash, and we can open the store real quick. And this little trash can will just move. We're just cleaning up. Hey, look, it's Atari. How are you getting on? Cleaning up? I'm here about rent. As we agreed, $2,000 per week. Oh, by the way, on the way here, I found a phone. I don't know whose, but it's mine now. Everything here is mine, although it doesn't turn on. How much will it cost to repair it? I'm gonna inflate it to 6,000. You might as well offer to do it for free. Take 7,500 at least, or you'll go out of business like the last master. When you're done, put the phone on the counter. I'll be around here somewhere. Okay, well, we still got a little bit of cleaning to do. Somebody lived here, basically. They had a microwave and everything, but now we have a whole bunch of space that we can work on. But we're going to take care of this. This is Hashimoto's phone. And we're going to pull that to the side. And we can use this right mouse to rotate it. We can zoom in and out using the middle mouse. And we're going to basically take this apart. Now we're going to take it apart first. And then we're going to clean it up. But every so often you'll have some screws that you need to take out before you can pop off other pieces. So now we can pop off this, and there's a phone number on the side, on the inside. Got this and that. Okay, it looks like that's not dirty. If you find a dirty segment, it will let you know because there'll be a circle up in the top right. So for right now, whoop, there we go. There's a dirty spot. This whole thing is just a cleaning gig. There are no broken parts. There is nothing bad here. So, nothing that needs to be tossed out. This is a very easy gig. Just introducing you to the basic controls. Now we don't have to put that part back in. That note, we don't have to put that back in. Whoop. Where's the... There we go. Sometimes it's a little hard to see. But as you notice, I don't have to actually dig too deep inside of like the little crevices and stuff like that. As long as you get pretty close, it'll mostly take care of itself. Alright. And we'll have to put the screws in before We have to re-screw it in before we pop this thing back in, and then we got to clean this off. And remember to do every single place. Might have to do the sides a little bit. See, I didn't even touch that other side at all. Let's see. Okay, I have to do these screws. If you're having any issues whatsoever, just check the screws. And the Pokia is done. Once you're done, click the X in the top right, and then put it up here. That's our first order. I can't stand Akiba. Okay, so it's Akiba, not Tokyo. The noise, the crowds, but it's more peaceful here with you. What are you doing? Is the phone ready? I don't have much time. The number. I know that number. In short, you may be contacted, but it'll be better for you if you don't answer. And in general, you should really close before midnight. There was an incident last night. Somebody broke into a store, ransacked everything, and stole some expensive equipment. My son was on the scene. He came home angry and wet. He provides security, for very good rates too, but we'll discuss that later. Bye. We got a little tip in our little jar. You gotta check here for both. Excuse the intrusion. I hope I didn't scare you. The last master was always got scared. I live directly above you. I take part in an online Pac-Man championship on my old Atari 2600, but my joystick broke, and I'm so close to the record. It's the second time this month, so now I've got 2 broken joysticks. Could you fix one of them at least? Just tug of the rope if you agree. Thank you. Okay, so we've got 2 right here, and you can only work on one at a time. So if I remember correctly, this is the good one. And what we're going to do is take out all the bad parts and then just clean up the rest. Now, if you're working on a thing where you're not going to be you're only going to be using the parts for one instead of keeping both, what you'll do is you'll clean up the parts you want to keep. And toss out the parts that you don't need, all the broken parts. So let's go ahead and check and make sure, and then you put them in here. Now, it's still going to tell me that this box, and this might be an error, but sometimes it'll tell me that the box is still there when it's not. But this is the newer controller. We're just going to take this. And we're going to see inside. And we're going to see what's broke. This is broke. This is just filthy. There we go. And these are broken as well. This is fine. So there we go. And then we're going to use these cables. We're going to use that part. We're going to use that as a replacement. And then that. Okay. And then we just screw it all back together. And this is how the repairs go. My partner's here. By the way, she just coughed in case you heard him. Before you stands Inspector Sakamoto. Why are you tensed up like a cat in a kimono? There's a little case I'm investigating. There was a chase last night. Somebody broke into a store, smashed the windows, and made off with expensive equipment. I chased them all the way to the Kondo River. In the struggle, I fell straight into the water. I'm fine, but my flashlight was damaged. It won't turn on. Could you take a look? The flashlight is my faithful partner. When I turned it on, smoke came out of it, and the glass is smashed to pieces. It's a popular model, but you can't get parts for it here anymore. I can't talk. Cyril, I hope you find a donor on the marketplace. Just be sure to check the seller's ratings. People lie. I don't still have internet. I have an internet guy. He's a little odd, but he knows what he's doing. I'll send him to you. By the way, I'm surprised that somebody opened up again here so quickly after the business with the last master. You seem to know what you're doing, so good luck. So let's go ahead and return that. Yeah, this shouldn't be here. Still. I'm sorry, have you... I'm sorry, have you fixed it already? Right, here's the payment for your work. It should be enough, and you can keep the second joystick. I heard that you still don't have internet? Can I help? It's so nice to be able to do something useful for somebody else. So does this... Are you pulling the bucket up and down just to replace these stickers, by the way? Here's an advert from our provider. They have the best rate. Write in your answer, what speed you want. So you can do different speeds. We'll just do average. Sorry, I have one more favor. I don't really know what the difference is, but average seems the best. Sorry, I have one more favor to ask. I bought a portable Noni PMP on the marketplace. It was hard to get as it was only just come out, but it doesn't turn on. The box was all crumpled, so the courier might have been in a hurry. On forums, everyone writes that only official services can perform repairs, but I don't get out much, so you're my only hope. You do have a license, don't you? I don't have a license yet. What a pity. Never mind, I'll wait. As soon as you have a PMP license, I'll be in touch. Okay. So that took care of the box, too. Sometimes the boxes stay there. They're not meant to, though. So let's take a look at this light. Yeah, it looks like you got a few broken parts here, so we'll have to take care of them. The light's broken, too. I will say, sometimes, like, you see these? Sometimes you might accidentally, especially if they're close like this, you can't accidentally hit the ones on the top when you're trying to hit the bottom ones, and vice versa. It is a thing that happens. Let's just go ahead and take this apart. And just clean it up. Okay, and we'll just leave it as is. We're going to put this on the side. Oh, hey there. Are you the new master? Oh, I'm so glad you've opened up. Now I have something to do. The last master went missing suddenly, and it's been difficult. Mr. Hashimoto said that you needed help. Delivering bills and orders and picking up goods for sale. Just put everything on the counter. So what have you got there? Here are the bills, rent, and internet. I'll bring them in every week. Okay, gotta go now. In my work, speed is of the essence. Whoosh. So yeah, every single week we get bills. So we just toss our money over to the bills. There we go. Mizuhondo Bake. Mizuhondo? Hodo. I can't talk. But we'll just put this over here. We can put it pretty much anywhere we want to, honestly. We had a few more bits of trash I didn't realize. And we got the cozy place thing. Now, we have the internet. We have an Outlook. And we have a couple orders that we can take care of. So let's take care of that. Now, let's see. It's a cleaning service, so let's take care of that. And while I'm doing the cleaning, let me go ahead and talk about that bookbinding game I was going to do earlier. Because there was quite a few cozy games on here. But one of the things I noticed, and there was like 3 of them. And bookbinding was probably the best of the 3. There was several games that kind of followed the whole sticky business sort of thing, sort of vibe. But I think bookbinding was probably the best of them. That being said, I don't think it was the best version. I think out of all of them, it was probably the better one. But it definitely had some issues on its own. So the other 2 games was, one of them was like a stamp collection thing, where you made your own stamps. I couldn't even figure out how to make a stamp. I couldn't even figure out how to get it to work so I could make a stamp. So that was kind of pointless. The other one was a notebook making game, and you could make notebooks on there. That was not a big deal. But then the moment that you try to the moment that you try to actually sell them, it would be like, hey, you only have one of these. You need to make more. And so you had to make, I couldn't figure out how to make multiples. And I don't know if that was like intentional and you had to make a whole bunch of different games or what was going on. But I really did not like that game. Bookbinding was the best of those three. Uh, but I did have some concerns, and I was going to play it on here. So here's the good things about bookbinding, okay? Here's the good things about bookbinding. The good thing was, let me just say, cleaning again. Okay, got it. The good thing was it has a lot more variety of things that you can do in bookbinding. You can, so instead of doing stickers, it's not like you're making a whole bunch of stickers or a whole bunch of book covers or anything like that. You're focusing on one-on-one books, okay? So that's how it works. And you can really go crazy with some of the books that you make. You can really go all out and make some very intricate and very pretty books. You can absolutely go crazy. Whoop, sorry, I didn't realize that was dirty. You can change the leather. You can change the book binding itself to have like different patterns or different textures. So like you can make it leather, you can make it out of weave, you can make it out of all sorts of different material. You could add stickers, you could add stamps, you could add stenciling, a whole bunch of things. You can recolor most of them. The stickers, I don't think you could. I don't think the stickers could be recolored. But if you put a sticker, or if you put a sticker down, or a stamp, I'm trying to remember, because it was like separate things. There was decoration and then there was stickers. The decorations you couldn't recolor, but the stickers you could. I might be getting these wrong. You could recolor the stickers, and the thing that caught my attention was not only could you do like separate different parts for the sticker, you could also do it for the stencils. Like you could just literally paint on the stickers or the stencils themselves. And the stencils were like full pieces of book art, like big long lines of stencils. And if you didn't want to do the whole stencil, you could just use like the color things. There was a whole bunch of options for like colors and stuff like that, and you could select the color that already existed, like the color of the book itself, and then just like paint over like the stencils, the part of the stencil that you didn't want, right? You could do that, or you could paint like certain parts of it, or cover it with a different sticker or a decoration. You could do so much. There was so much creativity in that game. There was so many options with that compared to like actual sticky business. The creativity in bookbinding is great. You don't get to use that much. There's really not that much reason to use it, and it sucks. And I'm going to pause just to vent for a little bit, because the first time you get to use that and get to explore it is like the only time you really get to explore it. Because all the other characters in the game want a very specific look and very specific characteristics. And sure, you can get creative. There's not really a reason to. One of them just wanted a cover. Or like corners. Wanted corners for their book. Another just wanted a simple, like, new book cover. That's it. They didn't want decorations, they didn't want stickers, they didn't want like recolors or anything like that. They just wanted a cover. And like, why would you give me this option if you didn't want me to? Why would you give me so many options to be creative if creativity wasn't part of it? And technically, I guess you could get creative no matter what. Once you finish with the book, they disappear forever too. You don't get to see them again. So, like I get, there's so much there, and yet, what's the point of getting creative if you're not going to see your work after the event is over with? There also is a story with it, and like every single time you're done with a book, you have to spend like the next 5 to 10 minutes reading over it. And I'm not saying the story is bad. The story was actually very interesting. But I'm spending like a few minutes. I'm spending all this time with like a single book, and then I'm spending like 5 to 10 minutes in a story, and then I get to do another book, and then 5 to 10 minutes again in a different story, and it just, I feel like I'm more reading than I am actually playing the game. Anyway, it could be something. It could be a really good thing. But oh my gosh, there's no reason for the creativity. And you give me so many options, but there's no reason for it. Like at this point, I don't even get to see the books in the store. I can't make extra copies of them. I can't just sell the books at my store. Or like reuse the book bindings or anything like that. And then I have to go through 5 to 10 minutes of text before I get to do another book. And again, I don't think the story's bad, and I love the creativity aspects of it. I don't think I can enjoy the game. Anyway, we're going to go back to the game now. Sensei, help! My Egatachi doesn't respond anymore, and he was a gift from my mom. She'll be really angry. My class went on an excursion to the top of Tokyo Tower. That's where I thought it was Tokyo. It was so high up there, so beautiful, but I got distracted and dropped my Eggachi straight into a puddle. I've done everything I could. I fed him rice balls, and I wrapped him in a towel, but the screen still won't light up. I shook him, blew on him, and even said sorry, but he still didn't wake up. Fix it, please. He promised he'd grow up to be a huge dragon. Oh, bless her heart. She's very cute. Anyway, once you're done with your boxes, you can throw them away. Anyway, we got some more money. I think this is just a clean job. Yes, it is. Okay, good. I think that is the last clean job for today. So before I go and do anything else... Okay, we have another clean job. I want to get this from Unicorp. And I also want to go to Home Depot, and I want to get a... Let me get the electronic. Okay, so that, just buying that one skips over the first screwdriver. And I also want to get this. We can also buy licenses. The first license is 40k though, so I'm not going to be getting that this game. But I think that's a good start. So there's a little screw in the back. And there's a whole bunch of little things. Oh, there's more screws on the inside. Oh, there's my alarm going off. Let me see. Is there another screw I'm missing here? I mean, besides the screws in my head, but... How many screws does this little thing got? I know you can't see them, but there's like a little bowl over here with screws in them. Oh my god, it's so dirty. I mean, it did go into the puddle, so I guess that makes sense. You got it so dirty, little lady. Glad it does warn you whenever you make a mistake. Did you just come back to a restoration game? Yes, you did. It's actually a really nice one. I mean, my personal opinion, it's a really nice restoration game. Like, it feels really... It's very cozy vibes. I mean, I think we're working for, like, a member of the Yakuza, but overall it's very cozy and very, like, relaxing. I was kind of venting about, like, a couple of games that I saw that also had, like, cozy vibes, but, like, this game is actually cozy and pretty comfortable. There was, like, a... And I'll probably be showing... I'll show one of them off. There was, like, a lot of those, like, shop games, too. Hang on, do you got something to say? Honestly, you can never go wrong with restoration for cozy. I agree. I tried the car restoration game, or like the car shop simulator. That was good, but I don't know anything about cars, so it wasn't really for me. But like restoration and like cleaning games are really nice and cozy. But like I like them when they do something a little bit different. This one is really good. I need to try Trash Goblin because I think I would like that too. Um, but like when they're willing to do something a little bit different, even if it's like a little aesthetic difference, that's really nice. Hello again. I heard you were looking for me. How can I be of assistance? Okay, we gotta tell him about the girl and her Egatachi. Oh yes, I remember. A whole class was here on an excursion. I can. Why are you working almost at midnight? You can basically work here as long as you want to. You basically don't have to sleep. I could ask around and find out where they were from. You should at least have asked her name. Oh, and I bet she didn't pay, did she? I'll take the Egatachi and pay for it with my own money. I even earned a little extra today already. Don't take the money. Kids get free service. It was literally just a cleanup job. It's fine. It's fine. We just took care of a little... It was Tamagotchi, let's be honest. But she dropped it in the water. Let's see. Is this... Okay, it's just a clean job. Good. But like we've gotten mostly clean jobs today. But I know, like, the last game... Like, I started off with, like, 2 repair jobs, and I had to pay for a lot of it. So, I don't know if maybe there was an update. I think there's been, like, a couple of updates since, like, yesterday. But I don't know which games got the update. Like, you can go to bed at any time during this game, but I'm just choosing to work as long as possible. Min-max. I don't think there is any punishment so far. I did get warnings not to work after midnight, but I don't think there is, like, any punishment right now. We'll just go ahead and do that. There we go. We got a new tool. We got an air freshener, or like an air tool. This is my new thing. And I'm just using this one for part. Ooh, it's so fast. My new screwdriver just takes them out. That's nice. Broken part. Okay, that's broken too. Okay, let's get you back. Now, I think you need this. And then you need this. And then okay, yeah, that's really nice. I'm so glad I invested in that big upgrade. Okay, so that's all done. Order will be collected in the morning. It's acting like, yeah, like this is acting like there's stuff in it, but like sometimes they disappear. I feel like that's a bug. But I think we're done. So now we can go to our bike and end the day. And we come back at 8 o'clock. So this is all we've done. And we just take the stamp and we just hit it anywhere. Find a donor on the marketplace. Oh, okay, I've already done that. I see you brought my old friend back to life. Here's your reward. Don't mind if I ask you a few questions, do you? I don't want any trouble. Oh, well, that's your right. I won't take up any more of your time. So glad you saved my flashlight. I really didn't want to lose it. Right, I'll be off. I'll stand out here like a cat in a kimono. Alright. So let me just see the orders. An Egachi. Okay, yeah, it's all cleaning orders. I'm sorry, but I have no delivery. I'm here on personal business. I bought a phone on the marketplace, but I need to get it working properly. Do you think you could do it? It's for my Haruhi. She's the light of my life. She works in the building next door. Have you not been in there? Well, I suppose it's not for everybody. It's a rare Autorola, limited edition. I really hope she'll like it. Okay, so we're working on a phone today. I think we'll just do this one because it is brand new. You just kind of... Oh, let me get it in a better... You just hold on to this one for a little bit, and it'll just take care of itself. Oh, okay. So. Yeah, we're gonna have to buy parts for this. It's acting like there's nothing else I can grab. Ah, there we are. I knew there had to be something else. Okay, well, we'll just start putting it back together. Except for the parts that are missing. Oh yeah, I could use this now. And that allows me to do like a big spray, but we do run out of air eventually. See, I've got like a bigger range. Honestly, that's kind of like a really nice thing to do. We don't... Oh, I want to switch tools. Like... I've talked before about like how I have like hand issues and stuff before. So... Like, they do give like some things that are like more helpful for people like me. I think a lot of these I can't put back on. Until after... we get the repairs done. Yeah, okay, so the rest of this we'll have to wait. I think we're basically done. But yeah, it cleans up to 6. Yeah, they're automatically cleans up. So that's nice. And then we can do like extra parts later on. Even for a robot dog. We can clean up a robot dog. That's cute. And then every single day we can get some of these. And they're different each day, so we can buy a whole bunch of different parts. But yeah, this is a really nice, cozy game. Supposedly people will lie on the internet about parts. I have gotten parts. I've gotten devices before in the game, and there was not many workable parts. So there is like a little bit of a scam mechanic in there where you think you're getting a good device and it ends up not working well. Like, you think you're going to get a lot of good parts from something that you order online, and it ends up giving you barely anything. So there is like a little bit of complexity there, but I don't think it's going to be like so hard that you can't complete orders. You do have to just kind of figure out like a good maintenance for that. But I do like this game.